cluster headaches are like, when I try and understand it, I feel like it's when I try and explain glaucoma to people, like they get it, but they don't understand it.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
you
exactly.
have cluster headaches, right?
Yes.
Yourself?
Mhm.
I've looked it up when you first started talking about it. I get it, but I don't understand it. When did you even figure out that you had it?
Well, I had a feeling I had it for a few years, but the doctors kept calling it migraines. It started when I was 18, and I'm episodic, so
What's
they
that?
come.
Sorry, I'm really dumb.
So cluster headaches have two forms: chronic and episodic. Chronic patients have anywhere from 1 to 12 attacks a day, every day for months and years on end. They
Gotcha.
might get a break for 3 to 4 weeks here and there, but it's mainly day to day.
I'm gonna push this up closer because in my past job experience, we either had chronic or acute, which meant small. Is that the
No,
No?
so episodic is just as painful, only I get to live pain free for most of the year.
Gotcha.
So when I was 18, it started where I would get one attack every day for 2 weeks, every 6 months,
Wow.
which was pretty doable back then. I got sumatriptan injections and would just give myself a shot, and then I would go about my day. But then they started lasting 30 days,
Is
and then
that
40 days.
is the shot? Is that a daily thing? Does it start out as it?
It's an abortive.
Gotcha.
So as soon as you feel the attack coming on, you give yourself a shot, and for me, it works within 4.5 minutes.
Gotcha.
But they also cause rebound attacks. So while I will get some relief, I'll probably end up getting 4 a day instead of 2 a day.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And then does your I can relate to a lot of this with glaucoma. So if you rely on that every day, let's say every day or how often, does your body get used to that and eventually just kind of say it doesn't work anymore?
Yes. I don't know if that's medically factual, but it seems to be that cluster headaches evolve.
Gotcha.
So what works to break one episodic cycle most likely won't work the next time.
When did doctors decide it's not migraines, it's cluster headache?
Well, it was in 2014, so about 7 years after I'd started getting them. I was at my wit's end. I knew that they were cluster headaches, but I didn't have an official diagnosis.
Right.
And luckily, I had this amazing primary doctor who said, I don't know how to treat you, but I looked into it and you need oxygen. So here's a script for oxygen and a referral to a neurologist.
Interesting.
So, yeah, it's crazy that the most effective treatment is high flow oxygen, but it's not covered by Medicare or Medicaid or most insurance companies.
Oh God, don't get me started on that. I just had a thing
Yeah.
with health insurance and with an eye drop that I have used since I was a kid. Okay, I'm 30. I've been on eye drops since I was like 7, and they're like just decided, yeah, we don't cover it. And I was like, so,
And you
like-
need it.
yeah. And I'm like, generic? No, we decided we're not going to cover it anymore. It's like, even the doctor that just gave me that surgery, he was like, I don't understand why they would not cover that or generic. And I said, my advice to somebody who has to take medication on the regular is just mentally prepare yourself that every time you go to the pharmacy, it's never going to be right. There's always going to be a problem. If you can get used to that, your life will be a whole lot better. Because if I go in there and say, hey, I need this, drops, they give it, and I pay and I leave, I'm like, what? I feel like running out of the store because I can't believe it worked.